Right, right. I think that is more than enough music to lead us in, don't you think? Don't you think? Hello, everybody. Howdy, howdy. How are y'all doing? I haven't even put up my tweets yet. I'll let this play in for a little bit. Let me put out some PR feelers. AKA, I'm telling everybody I'm going live because I've been live for like 10 minutes. That's one. Doesn't let me copy that one for one because I don't have that emote. That's two. And one more to go. Change that to a different thing. Hold on. There we go. All done. Done, dusted, and done for. I think we're just about set. Let me go isolate the studio here. Right. I'm locked in. I'm settled in. I think I'm just about ready. How we doing today, chat? You hanging in there? It's a very early stream compared to what we're used to here. Very early for me too. Normally I might be sleeping around this time of day on Sundays. But it's fine. We'll get that same energy one way or another. All you wonderful, wonderful folks, thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, let me start off by bidding you a very wonderful and good afternoon. Hello, hello again. You know who I am. I'm your cretin in crimson. I am your time toss Tengu, your croast with the most. And I am back at it again with another wonderful, wonderful Sunday stream hosted by yours truly, but also co hosted by a very old and good friend of mine. This is definitely something that didn't come onto my radar, save for the Steam sale, but one certainly I'm looking forward to playing. I hope you're doing well, though, chat. Before I prattle on and do my own spiel about what we're going to be getting into today, I hope you're doing good. It is a beautiful, sunny Sunday. Weather's not too difficult like it has been the past couple of weeks. Very rainy, very cold, very snowy. Much as that wants to make me put. I can't fucking speak. I don't want to be in the snow anymore. I'm very tired of that. I'm used to having that year round. But point being, I'm happy to be here again where it's nice and warm, temperate. It's a very agreeable, sunny Sunday. And hopefully that bodes well for the weather weather going forward all the same. But even though it's Sunday, it is not a day of rest, at least not for me. I'm very much doing anything but out there pumping iron, running chores, doing errands, and of course, settling in for a wonderful, wonderful, fun time with some friends of mine. Because of course, it is not time for me to rest yet. That will come time due for the weekend. I can't speak today. I'm so frazzled. My brain is full of curry and sushi from the grocery store. I could have done better, but I needed something after the gym. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't even put on fishing yet. Silly me. Don't fish yet. I have to turn that back on. That's actually quite poignant. It needs to be on for good reason because this game does have fishing. Brain mushy? Oh, of course. My brain is very, very mushy. It's pretty. It's smooth. It has no winkle. I told you not to fish. The game's not up yet. I explicitly told you you shouldn't fish yet. You don't listen to me. And now you waste your channel points. That makes me so sad to see. Why are you monkey reacting? I've done nothing wrong. I gave you the keys to not waste your points, yet here you are. Turn off that API. That's all good to go. I can close out everything here now. Oh, wait, no, I can't. I have to go retweet that stuff too. Where is that? It's fine. It's fine. Boy, oh boy. But let me say hi to all of you wonderful people here. I can see a couple of you. I recognize a couple names, a couple ones I have not seen either in quite a while or not before. So please, by all means, let me address your presences thusly. Pull up the old OBS. I can see who's exactly here. Got a bunch of hellos, a bunch of a Maxwell emote from Eclipse. Hello, Eclipse. Salty Bow with a wonderful little dance emote. Hello, Salty Bow. Hi, hello, Firestar. Hello, hello. Touch the dials. Do not touch the dials, Dymo, but good to see you as well. Drowsy with a bunch of other dances. Hello. Hello, Drowsy. Hello to you too. Hello to Arbizo. Hello to Terran. I'm good. Went for free killing yesterday. Did laundry and made some game maps for game today. Very cool. Very productive Sunday and Saturday. Doing good playing some FF14. Very cool. Enjoy your time in Yoshi P's Wonderland, Firestar. Good to see you. The Adventures of Johnny FlyKnight. True Resident Gremlin. I don't really know what to expect out of this game. But I'll tell you more about it in just a second. What's your main? Apparently other people have played this as well. Oh, you're talking about FF14 terms I do not understand. Let's fucking go, bulky bro. Hey, Johnny, I haven't seen you in a fucking hot minute. Hope you're doing well, Johnny. Gang Wrinkle. I need to throw chimps. I need to throw chimps too. Is fish now up? Fish is now up. Now you can fish to your heart's content. Why not monkey? Because I'm not going 8th. That's not till Tuesday. I got 4.7k points. Yeah, I guess you can use that then. Hey, a crow turning into the stream for the first time. Hello, Plasmith. Well, thank you very much. First time Janner, and by all means, welcome. Glad to have you here. Just the same. Hello to Vicady. Hello, Double T. Touch the dials. Anyway, stop touching the dials. 2 jobs fucking sucks. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it either. And yet here I am trying to still look for a full-time one. Join us in FF14, please. I'm not doing that. Save that for the subathon goal. That'll be a 1,000 sub reward. Guaranteed. It is the only way you will get me to play FF14. A twofold problem. Number one, I cannot afford to pick up another long-form grindy game. Number two, I can't afford to like it. I cannot afford to get addicted to that. Avoiding spoilers for this, but watching you chat. Hi, Paige. I hope you do your best to avoid this. Please don't get spoiled. I'll be quitting one soon being a full-time restaurant manager. Got my license, bruv. Very nice. Congratulations. May you wither that job low down to one, and may that pay you what you need to survive. Very fair. I was the same way. FF14 helped me come out of the trans closet. Well, wonderful. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Life's too short to not live your truth and be your truest self. And I'm very happy that you found yours. Oh, you have all the validity of worth. You have a super duper cool community, and you have all the worth as a great friend. You should hydrate yourself now. Thank you. Hi to your demon page. Mm. Ah, big hydrate. A big sippy. Drink Wumter. Hello, Jers. Hello, hello. I do impress upon you that fishing is important to this because fishing is actually a mechanic in the game, which we will see sometime soon. But what game? What game might I be referring to oh so vaguely? And I've been stringing you along this carrot on the stick, but I've not yet given you a taste of it to know how good that carrot actually is. Well, let me tell you, this is a wonderful little game, an indie that came across in my field of vision back during the first Steam sale this year. A game called FlyKnight. From my understanding, this is a Souls-like roguelike, roguelite, but with the notable caveat of having a very clear inspiration drawn from RuneScape, specifically OSRS, so old school, very geometric, very chunky, very niche. Like you see this, and I saw this, and like, is this a fucking RuneScape game? Is it a Rune clone? Now, mind you, I've never actually tried out RuneScape. Typical RPG MMOs of that kind are not my bread and butter. Never really grew up on them. They never really grabbed me. But I know a ton of people who have and have tried and still try to this day. Bless their little hearts to get me to play OSRS. I will not play it, but I respect it for its cultural impact and for all of you who like that as well. So this will be a wonderful little exploration into an art style, which I think is quite charming. I think it's pretty cool, and I'm happy to kinda get a chance to poke my fingers in there and see exactly what there is to see. Now, of course, I'm not gonna be doing this by myself, although I will be doing, as I was told by my co-host today, there is a tutorial which, of course, we will go and explore ourselves. We wanna make sure that we understand where we're going, and I wanna make sure you know what the hell is going on, because I sure as hell will forget, and you're gonna keep me accountable for not knowing the basics of how to play a game like certain other people who stream Let's Plays. But with that being said, that of course begs to mention the co-host, the man in question, the haunted armor, the wonderful, wonderful co-host I have today. I am joined by the incomparable Cardell VA, Night VTuber, but also a very, very old friend. See, we'll talk more about this, I'm certain, when I bring him on, but I have known Cardell for the better part of 10 plus years because we know each other from way back when. And I mean, way back when. That is the apocryphal era of me being online in a public space. I met Cardell back during the days of the Alpha Legion, the proto. For those who jumped on with Alpha and all the stuff with Ogre Popening, that was TTS, but pre TTS, uh, pre and during. Back in the times of, there's a car alarm going off. I don't know why. Back in the days of TTS, but also the Boreal cast and like their forums online with the Alpha Legion, a whole like mess of RPers and whatnot tied to the TTS first and their own little cannons. But before that, back in the times of Borealcast, we met each other in the community at that point in time. I like him was just a fan of the show, and we somehow came across, and I recall that is how we came to know each other. He probably remembers a lot more than myself, or he might have the same knowledge of it, so to speak. My memory is terrible to begin with. So of course, this is just a little trip down memory lane, a red string of fate pulled taut between two disparate objects moving in parallel throughout this wild and wonderful world in this universe we all inhabit. So we're gonna experience that together and hopefully die horribly in yet another Souls-like. C'est la vie. It be what it be because it couldn't be any other way. Hydrate or else I'm gonna eat your Achilles tendon. Please don't eat that. I need that to locomote. I cannot move without that. Or I certainly can't move easily. I was just re-listening to Norfolk Wizards while at work. Hell yeah! Well, you'll be excited to know that episode 3 is coming out very soon. I don't have a time I can give you for when it's coming out, but it's very far along. There's a ton that we've recorded for that, so there's plenty more for like the entire year ahead and probably next year too. With that in between more audio logs, other releases, and of course, episode 6, whenever it may come out. Oh, RuneScape inspired? Yes, very much so, Mutant. Hello. Good to see you, Mute. Since we're talking about fishing games, you'd probably like Dredge. I've heard about Dredge a bunch. I'm not really familiar with it though. I haven't like looked at the game to see if it's something I want to try out. Excite released on 420. That would be funny. I don't think I've actually. I don't remember what episode I smoke in, but there is one of them. That'd be very funny if we can get that out for 420. I would love to see that. Remember, don't argue with mages. They can and will make blood mercury if they lose. Yeah, if they are of sufficient arete, they could. I've been considering taking some snippets to edit Norfolk so I can shove them at people and be like, "See, this is cool. Plenty more if you watch the full episode." If you did that, Mute, I know everybody would appreciate it too. I think they want to do snippets of like small edits for that too. So, I mean, if you fucking do it, it'd be pretty cool. More eyes on a very fun time with the wonderful, wonderful cast of Frederick Knudsen, Erndale, Odo, myself, and of course Speaker D as the game master. A very, very fun time. Norvik is super fun. I have enjoyed playing it for my time with it. I'm looking forward to doing more, whenever that may be. But there's plenty for all of you to chew on for the year ahead. That much I can say. The monkey antics grabbed me, and everything else has kept me there. Oh, there's so much more. There's so much more. Oh, good graces, though. While I sit here and put my hands to my face and just wonder what horrors you've yet to see in Norfolk Wizard game, I can't linger in the past and the future because right now I have to live in the present. With a whole 4 minutes up until the next ad starts, I'm just going to let that one carry through so we have more time in between so I can talk to Cartel, bring him on, and we can actually start talking. As of right now, we are not currently in a call together, but we will be very soon. We will be. We will be in call, rest assured. Oh my goodness. I hope your Sundays are going well, everybody. I know I asked that before, but a couple of you showed up, so I'm hoping your Sundays are going good. You're relaxing as best you can. Maybe, I mean, Sundays, at least for me historically, are, yeah, get all your shit done, do your work because you procrastinated. Saturday was for the boys, and Sunday is for everything but you got to get your work done. And then occasionally dinner with the family, but not tonight, so far as I'm aware. My favorite quote: I don't know. He came with that. He just came with a gun. I don't know what to tell you. I legit burst out laughing, Hero, when it was said. Oh man, bless you, bless me, my sweet boy, Fierce Brosnan. Hulky, could you set a Hellboy type game in WoD? Yeah, you probably could. Because demons exist. There is Demon the Fallen, but good luck running a chronicle of that. I think that one's cursed. Hell is real and space is fake. My best friend is dead, and now I have a monkey, and the government's trying to kill me. Yeah, that's what Salty told me to do. Changing the changing the dreaming would work. Well, I went to the store. I picked up some wonderful like locally made cheese spreads. There's a nice cheese company further down in New York I went to. But they had a vendor up closer to me for a market. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be an animal and eat this entire tub of cheese with like God forbid my fingers, but a utensil. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta get some chips. So I got some Triscuits. Mmm, they're like crunching. I'm betting for my chinchilla cages. It's so yummy. That'll make a good dinner tonight, though. Cheese bread sounds good. Oh yeah, cheese bread does sound good. Oh man, the recipes I've seen for like this disgustingly decadent cheese bread. It's like a garlic bread. It might as well be, but it's just loaded with cheese. You rip into that thing like an animal. Absolutely heinous shit. Don't have a tube moment. I won't plug, but believe me, I did this morning. I was getting ready to go to the gym and I picked up some blood oranges from the market and they do not come apart as easily as your typical navels do. So I'm like I'm eviscerating this thing. It doesn't really come apart, so I can't eat like the individual slices because I'm just doing it with my hands. And I'm just getting in there. Like it's falling apart. I felt so much like a fucking animal, like a straight up caveman in that moment, like ripping parts of it off, like straight up Saturn devouring his son moments. That being said, the orange was very good, and I think destroying that in ways that would shame and displease God may have made that a little bit better. It could be a placebo, but I like to think in this moment that the quiet horror of what I have done and this affront to creation has not crept up upon me. I like to think it made it taste a little bit better. So I've bought FlyKnight. I watched some gameplay and it's sitting in my Steam library waiting to be played. So here I am teasing myself with Goldblum Souls yet again. I see. Well, I hope it'll be very fun. I hope it'll be very silly. It looks pretty cool. And an ad's about to start in 8 seconds. Of course, thanks to all of you who are subscribed because you'll be missing that ad. But if you're not, you could always miss it by subscribing, just so you know. Well, the ad is about to start. Know that you never have to actually subscribe, but I appreciate those of you who do. It helps put food on the table, pay my bills, and keep me alive for a little bit longer. Literally every little bit helps, and it has kept me afloat for so long, and I am profoundly grateful to each and every one of you for doing that much for me. But with that being said, or have Turbo Kappa. Turbo Kappa, what the fuck? Is that just regular Kappa? Yeah, I could get a golden Kappa if a train went to a certain way, but I haven't had a golden Kappa train in a hot minute. Oh, it reminds me I can make garlic bread. Hell yeah, Trash Queen. Also, hello to you as well. When I think of Bill's Monkey, I think of the librarian from Discworld. I've never read Discworld, so I don't actually know. That's lost on me. And what else do you know about Fly Knight? I know jack and shit, Mute. I have no idea what to expect of this other than how it looks and the vaguest idea of how the gameplay is supposed to be. Literally nothing else. We've got about a minute and change before the ad runs out, and I can go pull card hell on. I want to make sure everyone's here for that, not getting blocked out in ad hell. AK Monkey 49, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. I got Cajun turkey, the best kind of turkey for sandwiches. That sounds pretty good. I'd fuck up some Cajun turkey. I'm very wishy washy on that though. Normally, I don't like turkey out of season. I'm typically not one for it. Oh my goodness. But I don't know, a good turkey club, a BLT every now and then, kinda smacks, I'm not gonna lie. Can't complain. Oh my gosh. But enough of that. If I keep talking about food, I'm gonna stay hungry. When there's plenty more to eat in the game ahead. So much that we've not yet tapped into. And I think personally it's high time that I get my darling, wonderful co-host right on here. And I also have to accept his link so we can collaborate. Hold on. We join his session. We got that on there. Unmute myself, unmute my Discord. There we go. And I can notify my followers I'm also a guest on his stream as well. I'm going to reply to him and let him know I am Reggie. So, chat, if you would do me a solid, and please give a rousing, wonderful welcome to the incomparable, ever stalwart, and dutiful Cardell, as he will appear very shortly, and you'll see it before I even realize that he's here. He's gonna pop in any second. He's gonna pull me into the call. At some point. Maybe. Any idea about how much Turbo gives you during ads? It's not much comparatively, because there's only still 7 people who actually have that. So, I don't know. The subs do more than the ads ever pay. That much I can say. Any second now. Any second now, as soon as he pulls me in. Just as soon as he pulls me in, any second. I'm gonna slap him upside the head. I'm gonna make his helmet rattle. Bad to the bone indeed. Thank you for the redeem. I gotta get more channel point redeems or something. I think I have to pay for sound alerts premium and other stuff. But hey, if you got an idea for a sound redeem or a bit redeem on the channel, like channel points, you know where you can put that? Not here, but you could put it in the Discord. If you click exclamation point Discord or click below, you can go visit Discord, join that, and be a part of the community. Drop those suggestions in the suggestions box. I need more things to make this channel funnier, which means more tomatoes to throw at the funny bird guy. I couldn't stand the ad, so I got Turbo and wrote it off as utility. Hell yeah. Well, thank you for getting Turbo because it supports literally every streamer. Much appreciated, World War. I had that one idea with the pick and the animation. Are you sure about that? Oh, are you sure about that thing? Oh my god. That'd be funny. Apply to him again. I pinged him a second time. Mr. President, a second ping has hit the server. The same thing with YouTube Premium. Yeah. Although, at least with YouTube, you can put on, like, ad blocker. Oh, wait, that probably doesn't apply for streams, yeah. Well, it supports everybody. I think I should probably start restreaming to YouTube or, like, simulcast. Because I know some people find it difficult to get Twitch to work, but YouTube ends up being more accessible, or they don't want to get a Twitch. It could be silly. Might broaden the horizons, as it were? Who knows? Or that or would H-Bomber guy going through the wall be more appropriate for Rahua Redeem, where he pokes his head in an overlay gift thing? It could be. I'm not sure about the H-Bomber guy one, though. I do like the idea of a bit redeem on the channel, where Rahua, like, breaks through the actual firmament, just, like, appears, just do, like, static behind him. It'd be funny. I love the stuff that I see on, like, tags or min streams where they have, like, various different things. Thresholds for certain bits as well, but also, like, little things like the boots or just some kind of visual flair. I saw Radia's the other night for her redeem, which, by the by, go check out Radia because she's fucking cool. Radia, got a shout out. Radia.
Who's at the front door?
Oh, nice of you to let me the fuck in.
What do you mean, let you the fuck in? You kept knocking on the front door.
You told me to let you know when I was here, and I told you I was here. Then you just didn't go to the door. What are you doing?
I'm at the fucking front door. What do you want from me?
I'm
in the back door.
Bro.
What?
Nothing. Hi, Cardell.
Hi, Hulky.
Hi. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother.
Hi, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm living. I hope you're living.
I'm doing well.
Oh, Discord's
Eh,
freaking out. Hold on. There we go.
mm,
But Cardell, do you want to?
eh,
I already hyped you up enough, but by all means, do you want to introduce yourself for my wonderful, wonderful chat?
of course, of course. Hello, hi. My name is Carl_VA. I'm a voice actor, audio engineer, and I am also the Knight of Stone. I specialize mainly in historical, medieval, and fantasy-based content. And I am how do I put this? You were not the only one. I don't know if you were like saying anything during your stream, but I was also fluffing you up during my part of the stream, and I was just talking about how, like, to my chat, how I had a lot of older folks that I knew from way back when, and I was telling them how I was trying to like reconnect with a lot of the older people, and I'm like, oh, I just wanted to like be all cool with them and whatnot, and like you were one of the folks on the list. So when I saw that like you were streaming again, I was just like, that's my boy.
It's
That's
my
my
boy.
boy. It's my that's my good that's my rotten soldier, my good time pal.
My rotten. My what? What did you say?
You ever watch what we do in the shadows?
Oh God, it's been so long since I didn't watch the second season of it, but I did watch the original.
That's my boy. That's my rotten soldier, my good time pal.
My good time pal, my rotten soldier.
But yeah, I'm as I said before, I mainly specialize in historical, medieval, and fantasy based content. As you can clearly tell, I'm a goddamn tin can. Also, hi Martin, how you doing? All right, I got to do this fucking redeem. Great, you're gonna have fun with this.
Jers, does he sound a little bit louder now? I turned you up on Discord to make sure they can hear you.
Nice. All right. So here, how about this?
Yippee!
How about this? How about this? Why don't you introduce yourself over to my chat here so folks on my end know what your dealio is? All right.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. I'll show myself for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go off.
Well, good afternoon. Hello. I am Hulky Krill. I am a Tengu PG tuber. For now until I get my actual model. But I am a voice actor, VTuber, writing content creator, writer. I'm just a stupid little man on the internet, as I like to describe that. But most of my content revolves around uh the more retro chic. I'm all about retro wave, classic 80s vibes, synth, all anything neon soaked, and the idea of yesterday's future and the future's past. All of that is my savoir faire, and I am more than happy to be bringing that to bear on Twitch by being a nuisance and basically failing forward and upward most of the time. But I did say before as well, I briefly primed my own chat on this, how I knew you from way back when. I was telling how I knew you back in the Alpha Legion days, the
Yeah, yeah.
nascence of my wider online interactions with people.
That's when we all started, like our little fucking we started putting our big boy shoes on for the first time, and we started waddling out and getting off our training wheels with all that stuff. And I was saying that the same thing too with my chat on how like a lot of the older folks like a lot of big like Warhammer like parody uh times over in whatchamacallit back in like the early like 2010s and whatnot and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm telling them that, and I'm telling them that, and I'm just like trying to like it's hard to like really bring it up in like a time span of like today, you know,
Hmm.
because you got like because I don't know if you've been noticing a lot of stuff with what's been going on with Games Workshop recently, but they're hitting on animators again.
Oh, they're doing it again?
They're doing it again. Yeah. So like, like folks, those of you in my chat, I mentioned before, Oki here works with a lot of folks over at Ogre Papanagan. A lot of the folks who worked on Emperor's Head text piece device. But after like a big debacle that happened like 2020, I think it was like 2021 too. Um, recently, so like for the past 2 or 3 years, very small animators, like people on YouTube who have like less than 1,000 subs or like just a couple thousand subs, they do cute little animations here and there and stuff. Games Workshop's hitting on them too, and
Seriously?
YouTube's even going out of their way and saying, no, this is legitimate. They're allowed to do this. And they're not just doing it after animators, they're going after people who are making 3D models as well,
That's
like in Blender and stuff.
well. Now, it begs the question, are they going after people who are doing, like, the actual one-for-one rips of GW models or the ones that are,
No,
like, clear okay, yeah. So,
no.
here's the thing, is that as long as you have the appropriate connections, GW can go sit and spin on it because fair that is very clearly protected under all forms of fair use. Derivative work is not covered as a violation of IP law. The only reason they're doing this is because they're just trying to throw their dick around because they can bully people out of the market with the kind of money they have and the rotten, litigious uh, English lawyers they have that I guess just they really do love the idea of snorting dead hope. Rotten, rotten people. Like I have
Y-
respect for the designers over at GW, but their legal team can go fuck themselves. I will say
So
that
like, so like the big,
emphatically.
the big thing here, I is I also heard a lot of reports coming in. Like this is from insider stuff. A lot of people who worked with like Warhammer Plus, because when fuck, you worked with the folks, you know the whole spiel. When the animators, a lot of them started working over Warhammer Plus, they didn't hear a lot of good stuff working with them as a company,
Yeah.
and a lot of them ended up leaving, and a lot of them were just like the quality of work and the quality of efficiency and just like the pay, it just wasn't worth it. So what a lot of people are thinking now is, because Warhammer Plus is bringing out some new animations recently, uh, they're a little bit worried. It's the same spiel. I actually talked about this with my girlfriend last night. Oh, there goes the timer. That way I don't have to talk like a I don't have to talk like myself anymore. I was talking with this with my girlfriend actually last night, because I was going over the new Emperor's Children models that are getting released,
Mhm.
and I saw for the pre-orders. So you know the regular Emperor's Children Chaos Marine box set, like the regular goons.
Yeah.
They're like 40 pounds
Okay.
English, right? Do you know how much they are in the United States?
I'm assuming there's 60.
70,
Are you fucking kidding me? For how many models is it? 5?
10.
No. I will 3D
A-
print those.
And here's the thing. Then I double checked it. Do you want to know the exchange rate of the US dollar to the British pound?
It ain't that.
One US dollar is the equivalent of 76 British pounds. So if I was to take $40 and translate it to US dollars, it would be $56.57. Okay. For equal value. So that means Games Workshop is now upselling to the United States an additional 15 to $20,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like,
all because they don't have a factory in the United States.
yep. Because oh, we want to continue producing everything in the wonderful king's country of the United Kingdom, when we could be avoiding tariffs outright by opening a factory elsewhere. We are going to continue wasting money and charging people through the nose, but also hating everybody because suffering is the English way. The best
Also,
thing
by the way,
about
also, we're going to keep taking your stuff.
the best thing about Games Workshop is how much we hate our fan base. We hate our rotten, horrible Warhammer fans. We hate them and want their money so bad.
We hate you. Please give us your money. We're desperate.
British land. No, look,
our our
suffering is
stocks
the
are
British way in
crashing.
the business sense. So if I mean this as no disrespect to my many friends who live overseas in the United Kingdom. I love all of you. I respect you for that. Games Workshop is tarnishing the good name of, of London and like London, England as a whole, the United Kingdom, through
I was
unrepentant, unmitigated greed. I
I was
feel
about
no
to
compunctions
say
about that.
like the factory situated in Nottingham, and I have a couple friends who've been to the factory, and it's a big factory, but it ain't that big as how people are doing right now. Oh yes, the glorious country that is
The
London.
glorious country of this London. We love London. Very good.
It's like the
Like,
same thing on how like I live in New York, and then everyone like when you say like, "Oh, you live in New York," you mean like in the city, right? I'm like, no,
nope.
there's a whole ass fucking state besides
No.
that.
We're out here. I'm out here, dog.
I'm in the mountains right now. Like I live like 45 minutes north of the city, and they're like, "Oh, you live in upstate New York, right?" I'm like, motherfucker, I border Jersey.
I'm not there. I don't.
I'm not.
Well, I'm not upstate. I'm downstate.
What did we do this time? What
Meanwhile,
didn't
all the way out
what
here.
did the British do?
What? Okay, you didn't do anything. It's just Games Workshop. It's just
Yeah.
Games Workshop. And again, I say that with all the acid in my words. Fuck Games Workshop's legal and corpo team. Fuck them for that. It is no disrespect to their artists, to their model teams, and to the people who are writing for them as well. I know people who are on the creative side of things or community outreach. They're wonderful people. They're a really cool bunch of guys. I know people from various different factions with or facets within the company, and the ones who I have talked to are lovely. They
Mhm.
know what's going on. It is no surprise they have to bite their tongues and can't talk about this. It's just the evil of corporations come to bear.
All my hobbies hate GW legal team. Well, the legal team has always been like that. I remember even when I was like a wee little baby babu, back in like the ye old and ancient days of 2006, when there was a Games Workshop store at my local mall, and a very common thing that was actually talked about was that was around the time when they actually started implementing their policy of tag the otter. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in.
Tagathan J.
Um,
Otterdom.
Oh, wait, Tag's your friend, right?
Yeah, Tag's one of my very good friends. I'm gonna be doing stuff with him like this
Hey,
week.
what's up, man? How you doing? Nice to see you, brother.
There he is,
Uh,
a
oh,
creature.
I I love that little email. I was saying, so like this was around the time when like the whole you cannot have like unofficial models in Games Workshop stores,
Ah, okay.
and remember I was a little baby babu at the time,
Yeah.
so I was a little guy, uh, and I just me anxiety. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. I was playing Night Lords. That was my first army I ever played
Mhm.
in Warhammer, and I came in with some like I think it was like some like really tiny like army men that just looked like they were covered in bats. And even though the manager, who was really close friends with my mom, uh, would always like take care of us. Like as a matter of fact, he would watch over us when my mom was shopping, me and my brother. One of the employees was actually coming up to me and saying, like, "Yeah, you can't have models like that in the store when you're playing." Granted, I was like 10 at the time.
Yeah.
And then the manager came around and he's like, No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't. The guy's it's a kid.
It's a
It's a
literal
kid.
child.
It's a little child. He's learning how to play. Leave him alone. And like then I came in with like actual like army soldiers to play like as like Imperial Guard, like little stuff like that. Like it's fine. Destroy the child. Corrupt them all. Ruin the child's dream. But like Games
Squeeze
Workshop's
Night
legal team,
Lords.
Games Workshop's legal team has been synonymous for being absolutely like I don't want to say misanthropic, but like downright idiotic
Yeah.
with their targeting practices. So as I was saying before, it wasn't just animators. It's like 3D modelers and like people who are doing like people who make stuff on Blender.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming Games Workshop is then like, oh, they're gonna use it to make animated shorts. Uh,
Oh no, they're gonna make their own fan content. We hate artists. We hate people. Honestly, I probably it wouldn't be unfair to call it misanthropic or how much it's just anti fun, like basic human creativity. Like, okay, I'm a perpetual devil's advocate. I get that. I understand that.
Me
I'll be the
too,
first person
honestly.
to
I
say
thank God I'm not the only one of my friends group who's like, look, I'm gonna play
someone
devil's
has to
advocate for
be.
like
Someone
5
has to be
minutes.
willing to be like some level of impartial. Like, look, I can see the rationality
Yeah.
behind like protecting your IP because you don't want to have weird infringement things. Because at a certain point, like when you have people who are straight up doing one-to-one model rips of your official models and then selling those as prints, okay, you can't fucking do that. That's it's clearly, I mean, you're pirating that stuff and undercutting the market. That is a violation of IP theft because they have the actual stricture. However, if you're making lookalikes, proxies that aren't really that, but they're supposed to like evoke the image of that, you're just you're capitalizing on a need that isn't being fulfilled. Like that's just what it is. That's free market. That's exactly what it fucking is. And they've lost these cases in the past too, going after things or models that are like, oh, clearly this is so on and so forth. But a magistrate or a judge will look at it and is like, no, it's not. Are you selling this kind of thing? Well, no. Like, okay, are you planning on selling anything that is exactly this? Well, no, we hadn't planned. Well, then you don't have a case. Devil's advocate question, is UK IP different to US IP? Yes, their IP laws are different. I don't know the strictures of that, but I know that they have lost cases like that in the past.
They've actually lost cases a lot. I remember this one time that they were actually having issues with Marvel because Marvel was using whatchamacallit. Uh Marvel was having they had fucking Tau art in their models
Oh
for the Venom
yeah.
comic.
Oh no. Okay, that one that was like that's very clearly a fucking manta or a hammerhead. That is
Yeah.
absolutely a Tau craft right there.
But then you had like I think Games Workshop tried to go after wasn't that DC? I don't know if it was DC or Marvel. I think it was a Venom comic. I can't recall, but I remember it was one
It
of
was
those
Venom.
comics 'cause it was Venom. Okay. But I also remember that, I think Games Workshop tried to go after Bethesda because of something called Scrolls or something. I don't know, but like Games Workshop was one of those weird companies that always like when it comes to their legal team, they are willing to fight literally everyone. They're like this they're very isolationist, I guess you could say, but like they see everything as a target, and then you have like actual bigger companies looking at them, and they're like,
Okay.
"Do you know who we are?"
Their legal team like, all right, well, we get a very easy case for once.
Hmm. But like I was saying earlier, even YouTube was like stepping in and being like, "No, this does
Like,
not fall under copyright infringement."
we're not taking this down. Fuck off.
But the problem
Which
is
is
that
weird that YouTube is the arbiter of like what is fair after all the shit that YouTube pulls constantly.
the Scroll Things was Bethesda actually trying to sue. Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
But like, what was I going to say? The the thing is that like even after YouTube was saying like, no, this is fine. Games Workshop then proceeds like, okay, we'll just do it again because they could just keep because the way how YouTube's copyright system works, three strikes are out.
Yep.
They just kept spamming it, which implied that it wasn't an automated bot. It was someone actually going out of their way on their legal team.
Yeah. That's just malicious. It's awful.
Yeah. I kind of just wanted to. I don't know why I brought that up for a second. I just felt like doing a little bit of a rant talking about Warhammer shit and just like because I just wanted to talk. I guess I just wanted to fucking ramble.
I
I'm
get you. I
sorry.
get you. No, I mean, like I'm normally like the first bevy of positivity on the channel. I try to keep things non-negative, but it is something like that where if someone's being treated unfairly, calling out injustice is not something I feel averse being negative about because if you're destroying people's right to create, and especially people who are just doing their own thing and expressing themselves as artists, or even
Mhm.
those who are making like animations of stuff because they love your IP and you're going out of your way to talk like kick over their virtual sandcastle, like you're just a fucking bully. You're an asshole.
Which is why like I like what a lot of people like you are doing with like some of the other groups that you're a part of. You're taking a lot of these like individual IPs that most other people don't touch and are making your own content, like what you had with Hunter the Parenting and with the Half Life animations that you guys were working on. That's something like, especially with Half Life, that's something people don't really normally talk about anymore, other than like obscure memes and stuff. Which I'm glad people are still bringing that up and making goofiness about it. Indie studios and small projects, my beloved.
Look,
Fuck yeah.
I'm still coping that we're gonna get Half-Life 3 at some point. It's gonna be Half-Life X now because that's the new sauce. Is all
I
these
was
little
literally playing Deadlock last night for a charity stream,
yeah
okay? And people were asking, when is Deadlock officially going to be released? And I was like, bro, look at TF2's development cycle, and I'll get back to you on that.
yeah
TF2's development cycle was horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. Valve time.
it's Valve time. It's done when it's done and nothing sooner. God, I liked
I
the
know.
Deadlock when it first came out. I kind of fell off because it started to attract the typical MOBA crowd and it just became unfun. But
What
I'm
attracted the MOBA crowd?
Deadlock. It started to get a lot of like hyper sweats. Like,
Oh,
okay, this is just not fun.
well. I mean, I had a lot of fun playing it last night.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not saying
It
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying, like, I wanna enjoy it more because it's really cool conceptually. I fell off a little bit.
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. Also, I see that redeem. Someone wants to make me into a little squungwo. Okay. Hi, I'm a little squungwo. Little squungwo, squungwo.
But I do think that
Yeah.
is it's wonderful that Alpha and the people at OP pivoted to more accessible IPs or ones that they're not gonna be subject to draconian litigation on by some nebulous corporate entity. Like, that's just bleh. Also exposes
Oh
people
my.
to a lot of things that people wouldn't otherwise, like you said, get access to. A lot of people didn't really know about World of Darkness that much. Half-Life in, like, the gamer sphere, especially with, like there's definitely overlap between Half-Life and 40K fans to some extent because of sci-fi, but in that
Eh,
same vein, like,
I guess that's
it
like
is aging.
saying that that's like saying that like there's an overlap with folks who are like how do I say this? How do I say this? That's like saying that there's folks like, "Oh, I'm really big into like The Witcher," or like, and then someone else is like, "Oh, well, then I'm really big into like Percy Jackson just because it's both fantasy." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I get you.
So like artsy dakey so much Twitch baby. Oh, 9 fucking months. You want to know something mystical? Something horrible?
Yeah.
I found out the other day someone went out of their way and don't sent a sub to me. They said it was pregnant Cardell because this was around the time everyone starts doing in the 9 months subs
Oh my
ever since I
god.
started streaming.
9 months, he's
I'm a fucking daddy now, apparently.
congratulations on your first piece of MPreg art. I'm so happy for you.
Ah!
I say staring at the
No,
6 that were drawn
no,
because of Zorim.
no,
I'm
no, not
still mad at him. I'm still
again.
fucking mad at him for it.
No, Archie, no! Don't you fucking dare!
You can erase
Don't you
that.
fucking dare! Don't no, no.
I fear the artist. They know
Artie's an
that you can
artist.
draw you pregnant.
I listen, listen. I know a lot of artists. I know a lot of artists. Okay,
Guards,
guards. No, I ain't finishing that
impregnate this
fucking
man
statement.
now.
No,
No, we were doing,
put a baby in this man.
oh my god, shut up, Tag. We were doing Rock Grind, like, 2 weeks ago, and Zoran was, like, sick as a dog. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys to help me out, like, run the show." And I popped in after because I raided in from doing my stream. Um, and he's like, "Chad, I wanna see this make make this man pregnant. I'll pay 50 smackaroos if you draw this man pregnant." And my one friend, Stacy, Kaiju Fluff, somebody Jers, I think, clued her in. Like, "There's a bounty on this man. Make it." So I was like, "Oh, okay." And then she does that and then drops it in our community Discord, and then, like, 6 other people do more of that fucking art. I'm just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I fuck it. I fucking. Okay, first of all, Kiwi, hi. Oh my god, how you doing, sweetheart? Hi, babe. How you doing? Oh man. So that same fucking artist that I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
she just sent me the "Don't test me, I could draw you pregnant." Oh
Don't test
god.
them.
Oh my fucking Christ in heaven. Oh, hi babe, how you doing? Hi Kiwi. Hi. How's Hunt Showdown? How's Hunt Showdown? How's Hunt
Hunty.
Showdown? I gotta play Hunt Showdown. You ever played Hunt Showdown?
No, I haven't. I haven't asked too much time, so it doesn't really grab me.
It's been that's the same thing with me with Final Fantasy 14. I get yelled at to play Final Fantasy 14 all the
Oh,
time.
same, same. I've set this because I'm gonna do a subathon at some point leading up to TwitchCon of like probably for like my birthday. Like, oh yeah, I'll put a super high goal that is so out of reach that it would be ridiculous to actually hit it. Of if you hit this, I will play FF14. I have no interest in
That's
playing
the
it.
final goal. That's not a live 2D model reveal, not like a fucking I don't know, like new overlays, not like a singing stream. It's just I'll play Final Fantasy 14 if we reach like 2,000 subs.
Oh no, that like all of those are gonna be like well within reach by all means. the super lofty goal is simply because I don't want to fucking play it. And at least then I'll have a monetary reason. I'm like, okay, they fucking threw enough money at me. Ho's got to eat. I got to fucking play this game now. And then I have like three different people, um, my friend Min among them, and my other friend Lara, like
Minerva,
waiting
right?
in the wings, their talons waiting to rake me into the dark and
Wait,
pull me into
wait,
the
wait,
abyss
wait,
that is FF.
wait. Minerva, right?
Yeah,
I fucking love Minerva. I met her at TwitchCon last year. She's such a sweetheart.
she is. Min's awesome. She is a very good friend
Like,
of mine, and she's a
like.
huge inspiration for me to continue doing this.
So I actually wanted to bring this up because it was that one thing. Because I know you're friends with Minerva. Mm, thanks for the hydrate there. I'm checking my fucking posture. My back has been straight the entire fucking stream. Leave me alone.
Thank you for the
um,
hydrate, Vanilla Knight, and thank you for the follow as well.
oh, Vanilla's awesome. What was I gonna say? So like Minerva, whenever I like saw Minerva like online, Minerva was kind of just like the kind of person who would be like, yeah, you don't want to fuck with me. You want to fuck with me? I'll meet you outside in the fucking alley. I'll kick the shit out of you. Who the fuck do you think you are? And then when I met Minerva at TwitchCon, it was like, hello, hi, it's so nice to see you.
She
It
she
was
she is an
such a huge
absolute delight.
flip. Like online, don't fuck with me. I will fight you. Meeting Minerva in real life, it's like permanently walking around like you can't see it right now, but I'm doing like that hand symbol of like the heart shape with my hands,
Yeah,
right?
I get you. I get you.
That's like yeah, like that's permanently her, like in that kind of state. And it's
She
so fucking sweet.
she does both. She cracks the whip when she needs to because she's got it. She has to. People are fucking weird like that sometimes. Don't fuck with Min. But she's also
Yeah.
incredibly nice and she's a very supportive and wonderful friend. I am very, very lucky that she like started talking to me. We started doing more stuff together a year back at this point and introduced me to so many other wonderful people. Tag is one of them who says, I will sink my teethers into your ankle and drag you in. That's three. That's a third person for FF.
I'm a little
But
worried only because I hear stuff about Tag. Okay, listen, Tag.
what do you hear about
Tag.
Tagatha and J
Tag.
Otterdom?
Tag. I don't know if you can see him on my stream, but if you see my little scrungy little scrungla motherfucker face, all right, I'm gonna look at you right now. Okay, I hear some stuff about you. Okay, you little gremlin. All right, you little menace to society. I hear that you are just like me. You've got a big old heart, but you're also a little gremlo. All right, you're a little goofy goober, and I love that shit. Okay. I hear a lot of good stuff coming in from you. I'm glad that a lot of your computer stuff was able to get fixed actually, because I heard what happened, man. I'm glad to hear about that.
Oh, full stop. Tag is
What's up?
a actual cognito hazard. He
What do
is
you mean?
Tag will just
Like
pull
an
stuff.
SCP?
Yeah, yeah, like exactly like that. He is a cognito hazard. He will just pull stuff out of his ass that is sometimes true. He will tag light you. He just has this ancillary information, which sometimes is a horrific fact, and other times it's just an outright falsehood. And then he'll just play it for the bit. And he drives me up the fucking wall, but I love him so much. He is one of the funniest people I've ever met. I'm so, so lucky to have him as a friend. Absolute inspiration. He's doing so much cool stuff behind the scenes too. I am like, every time I see an update from him, I'm just like, yes, 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 keep going further. He's doing so good for himself.
You're giving me a big old smile right now, like a big old warm, comfy smile.
I
I wasn't expecting this stream of just like vibing. I was expecting us to be like, "Hey, yo, you want to go fish while playing as bugs?" But now we're just like vibing out, and
We're still
I
gonna
like
do
this so.
that.
I know we're still gonna do that because listen, you can fish in this fucking game. All right,
Exactly.
already, like that's my day. But I also like this stuff too. I like this is what I was saying this earlier before I brought you in, and I think I mentioned to you before. I wanted to reach out to a bunch of older folks that I've known for years, and this is the kind of stuff that I live for. You know, I love like just shooting the piss and chatting up and just seeing how things are doing with everybody, and spreading that love as best I can. And I actually prefer this, if anything, because it's a huge vibe. Um, mm. Sometimes it's funny to trip the wet noodle up here and there. Yeah, exactly. Like
It
you get
is.
the noodle, you get the noodle wiggling around, and
I slap him against the wall and he makes a wet thud.
You ever get hit by a girlfriend with a wet spaghetti noodle because she's got a twin sister and you accidentally fucked her dad? That's what it feels like to drive a Ford F-150.
That's exactly what it feels like to drive an F-150. Let me crack open this fat slab of PBR and make some terrible decisions.
What you talk about PBR? Nah, we cracking open a nice fresh can of mug.
Oh, mug maniac.
I love that fucking 4chan post. This person came in and they said they didn't want mug. We then viciously sacrificed them upon the altar of mug. Tore out their organs and fed them to the children.
We ate him alive. This poor man, he was a demon sent to stray us from the path. We had to kill him and make an example out of him. Drink mug. Are you a mug maniac or a barbarian?
Hold on, someone just posted this clip.
Yep. Sins documented. Thank you, Jers.
Thank you so much.
No,
Oh,
I'm a Dr. Pepper freak. Ah, you mean the drink that you can create with root beer and Coca-Cola?
I love Dr. Pepper. So when is this mug sponsored dinner date going to end? And oh my god, David, how dare you? David, I've been like fucking threatened like 4 times today.
It's gonna happen. There's most. Okay, I have so many. There's so many artists that I know, Cardell. You don't, even if you don't want to follow them, they will just do it if it's sufficiently funny.
I
You are never safe. You are never
know
safe
I'm
from
not.
experiencing the joy of childbirth.
I know I'm not. What is up with today? So you know what's really funny?
It's not even Mother's Day.
Before we get back into this, before we actually get into the actual proper fucking stream, Jesus Christ! But so I really appreciate what you mentioned to me a while ago when we were first talking about getting the collab set together, because you were like, oh, because this is like Holy Week going on right now.
Yeah.
And today's the start of it with Palm Sunday. Why on the start of Holy Week on Palm fucking Sunday have I been threatened with Mpreg at least 4 times today?
Cardell. I put my big scaly talon on your shoulder. You're a pious religious man. Be fruitful and multiply.
Shut up! I am a pious man. No temptation will stray me from the path of God. Hey, yeah, hi, Count Rolo. There is a half-naked gypsy woman outside with no shoes on.
Be fruity and multiply. Excellent.
There.
Very good, Tag. Very good. I get gold star, brother.
There is that pregnant Cardell account.
There's the what?
Stop reminding me, Kiwi. That happened last night. Someone made a pregnant Cardell account and
that's insane. Also, Kiwi and Artsy Faye, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome on in. Doing that same heart gesture. The gesture's like what is that fucking gift from? It's like the old man doing the heart gesture. Is that Hunter x Hunter? I don't really watch anime that much, so it seems like that's what it is if I'm recalling it. It's like that. Jesus wouldn't want you to take your heat suppressants. What is he fuck? Shut up! Shut up on Vital. Also, hi Kunst. I'm glad you're here. Hello, welcome.
FlyKnight is very different from what I expected.
This is not what I expected when I got onto stream today. Not at all.
I'm sorry, neither was I.
Penis.
Listen,
hello, Fairbanks.
Listen, Hulky, when I was referring to us playing FlyKnight tonight, I wasn't talking about just the video game. I was referring to your peanuts.
Oh, I'm sorry, is that, Gulp, your peanuts?
Did you ever see that video of like, hey, sport, I hope I didn't catch you looking at any BBWs.
Oh my fucking I
or hot Latinas on Twitter.com. Shut up, Dad. I'm writing my manifesto.
No, I haven't. Send that one to me. If
I'll
you
send
can
it to you
find
when
it,
I
yeah,
can.
please do.
Listen, listen, son. I need you to go on Twitter.com and I need you to look up Latina BBWs and Jordan. And by that, I mean with your peanuts.
I mean with your peanuts, son. I need you to look that up.
Hold on a second. I'll send it over. Actually, I'm looking at the
You
time.
will not disrespect me in my household. We are a gooner household. That is power, son. That's power. Rip Anarchy. Fly high, brother. You will always remain in our hearts. Hold on, I don't have my camera out for the peanuts.
All right, I'm gonna. Hold on, I don't have my Kiwi. I'm gonna send you this video.
Okay.
Actually, I just saw the time. If it's cool with you, I thought it'd be good for us to take a little bit of a break because I also need to go use the restroom, and then when we come back, we'll actually go and play FlyKnight. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, go piss, boy.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. In the meantime, chat. Here. Are you gonna go to just chatting, or do you want me to leave it up here so the chat can, chat with you too?
I mean, I'll hang tight because I still have to do the tutorial too.
Oh yeah, sure, sure, sure. Yeah. Then if that's the case, then I'll be a little sleepy boy,
Yeah,
and
do what you gotta
I'll
do.
be right back.
Go on, do what you gotta do. I'll hang out here with chat. It's all good.
Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. It's like,
Of
oh my,
course.
oh my God, I'm raising a loser. He's not a, he's not a
I
Latina
can't believe my son's
BBWs.
not into gooning. This is terrible.
Why? This is horrible.
Where did I go so wrong?
How can you go fried chicken without me? I'm sorry, Kiwi. All right, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it at the end of May. All right. Mm. All right. I'll be right
Shut
back, guys.
up. Go. Get out of here, Cardell. You're dead. Okay, how is the Goofy Goober? The Goofy Goober is good. We're doing good, Rin. We're surviving right now. But now you have my undivided attention, chat, and know that I can see all of you. Dark eyes see all. Dark eyes see all. Cardell, let me hold and aim it. You're vile. You're going to hell for that one. You won't let me aim it when he feeds. You're also going to hell. Direct.